Deep in the forest, something went wrong. Very wrong. A young gorilla, barely old enough to climb on his own, found himself surrounded not by his family, but by hyenas, desperate, hungry, and closing in fast. He beat his tiny chest, a cry for help that seemed too late. And just when the first hyena leaped, a giant shadow spread across the forest floor, and every creature froze. But that shadow wasn't supposed to be there. And what it did next changed everything. Before we dive deeper into this unbelievable moment, tell me, where are you watching from? I love seeing our community from all over the world. So drop your country or state in the comments. Morning settles gently over the forest, the kind of calm that makes every leaf seem alive with its own quiet breath. But in this place, peace is never permanent. Deep among the trees exists a presence animals rarely see but never forget. Unaware of the forest's unspoken rules, a young gorilla wanders far than he should, swaying from branch to branch with the innocence of one who believes danger is only a story adults tell. His tiny grunts echo softly, curious, playful, vulnerable. But the wind carries more than his voice today. It carries the scent of desperation. A hyena clan, thin from days without a real meal, lifts their heads and follows the trail. And what none of them knew was who else was watching. The young gorilla pauses, a sudden stillness washing over him. The forest feels different now. Too quiet, too open. He turns, expecting to see the familiar shapes of his troop in the distance. But there is nothing, only the hollow echo of his own breath. For the first time, he realizes he is completely alone. From the shadows, low growls ripple through the underbrush. The hyenas spread out with chilling precision, each step deliberate, each movement coordinated. They do not rush. They do not panic. They move like creatures who have done this many times before. Instinct takes over. The gorilla bolts toward the nearest tree and begins to climb, scrambling upward with frantic hands. For a moment, it seems he might escape, until the branch beneath him cracks. The sharp snap cuts through the forest like lightning, and he falls back to ground, dazed and vulnerable. The hyenas close the circle, but they do something unexpected. They don't attack. Not yet. They test him, darting in, pulling back, studying the panic in his eyes. Hyenas don't waste energy on prey that might fight back. They measure. They predict. They wait for the perfect moment when fear takes full control. The young gorilla lets out a trembling cry, a sound born of fear and desperation. It's small, shaky, heartbreakingly hopeful. A call meant for anyone who might still be close enough to hear. And somewhere in the forest, something old stirs. A reminder of the presence animals rarely see, but never forget. The hyenas sense the moment is right. Muscles tighten, bodies lower. Their jaws open as they leap forward in unison. And that's when the forest answered. The moment the hyenas leave the ground, the forest shifts. A massive shadow stretches across the earth, swallowing the young gorilla and his attackers in a single sweep of darkness. The hyenas land awkwardly, startled, head snapping upward as a deep rumble vibrates through the trees. And then he steps into view, the silverback, towering, furious, and impossibly calm. His charge begins not with chaos, but with slow, deliberate power, the kind of strength that makes the entire forest hold its breath. The hyenas scatter instantly. Hunger can push them toward danger, but even desperation has limits. They know this male. They remember the last time they crossed his path, and what it cost them. But today, the silverback is not just defending any young gorilla. In a quiet, stunning twist, he is defending his own nephew, the child of his sister, the one he had protected since birth. The young gorilla trembles as the silverback reaches him, but instead of roaring, he lifts the little one gently, brushing away leaves and dust with the tenderness of a father. Violence melts into comfort. Fear dissolves into safety. It is a moment only the forest can create, softness rising from the ashes of danger. And in that moment, the truth becomes clear. Predators fear teeth. But in this forest, they fear loyalty more. The presence animals rarely see but never forget has revealed itself once again. The young gorilla is carried back to the safety of the troop, welcomed with relief and soft murmurs. The silverback stays behind for a moment, watching the forest silently, guarding it the way legends do. Hyenas underestimated the strength of a gorilla family. And if you want more stories where the wild teaches powerful lessons, make sure you subscribe. We share moments like this every week.